morning, I'm Allie, and today's the day I'm finally gonna do my outdoor plant tour. We're gonna go through the backyard, the front yard, and jump right into it because I don't want it to be an hour long like my indoor plant tour was, so let's go. We're gonna start with the zigzag cactus. This is an epiphyte native to Mexico. I grow it in my hanging basket, and that kind of mimics what it's used to. It has some aerial roots that it usually will grow here, and you can propagate it just by cutting off a piece and dipping it right back into the dirt, and it'll grow you a whole nother piece, and that way you can have a full basket like this one. But oh my gosh, I just love my zigzag cactus. Totally my pride and joy. And then I have a donkey's tail, a burro's tail in here, a little propagation I stuck that it's kind of taken off, and I just kind of let it do its thing. It seems to be happy. Over here, I have my split leaf philodendron. This is the newest leaf, and they size up. They always look this small when they first come out, and they size up to be this big eventually, but these things are huge. Oh my gosh, it takes up the entire area. But I absolutely love this plant. It was only $12 at the local nursery, and I lost my mind. Should have bought 3 of them, honestly. These are my little air plants I just grow right over here. Wow, the cicadas are loud today. This is my Lettiboria socialis. It's also called silver squill, which is what I usually call it, or a leopard lily. I just love the foliage on these leaves. It's almost iridescent. It's silvery. It's so beautiful. And if it gets plenty of light, it'll put these short little leaves out. And if it's not getting as much light, they'll be longer like this. I recently moved it to this side of the backyard just because it's like 100 degrees outside and I didn't want it to cook. And yeah, the soil's pretty dry. There's a couple leca balls in there, but don't confuse them with the bulbs that it grows out of. I got this plant, I got a bulb and it didn't have any leaves about a year ago, and now I have a whole pot of them here, a whole pot in the backyard as well. I just absolutely love this plant. It's really easy to propagate and it grows really fast. So, but yeah, you can just break these bulbs off and plant them wherever you like. But it's so beautiful. You can see the snails kind of got to them too. Snails and slugs are a really big problem that I am dealing with right now in the backyard as well. But oh my gosh, how beautiful are these leaves? I mean, come on. This is my avocado tree that I can't bring myself to throw away. It didn't make it through the move, and it just kind of went into shock. I'm already germinating some new seeds, but man, the amount of dedication it takes to have grown this, and now it's gone. But yeah, I just let the weeds take over. It makes me feel a little better. It hides it from me. Over here is my Monstera deliciosa. I think it might be trying to push out new growth here, but it just abandoned the moss pole and decided that it was going to escape, and now it's in the ground. Like, it's never coming out. So if I ever want to move this plant, I'm going to have to cut that. But look at the fenestrations on this leaf. Like, are you kidding me? It's so beautiful. And I have a little bit of Philodendron Brazil in there doing its thing. Some air plants that, I don't know, found their way. So when I first started with houseplants, I had drowned this guy. I put him in a pot and I had no idea I filled it up with so much water that it wasn't draining, and it died. Like, there were no leaves. And then I stuck it in a pot with a Monstera in it, and it came back to life. It gave me 3 leaves, and now this is what we have. And this maiden fern, same situation. It is, I guess, trying to come back. I don't really know what it's doing, but this is just where, and I didn't even put this guy in here. I don't know where he came from. So yes, this is like my pot of misfits and survivors. As you can see, the snails and slugs have also gotten to him. Poor guy. But yep, this is my bird's nest fern. Hopefully he'll grow to be big and beautiful. Wow. Seems pretty happy in there. So I'll just keep letting him do his thing. This is Oh my gosh, I don't even want to talk about this. This is a calathea. I guess I just set it up to die because I put it in soil and stuck it outside in the Texas heat. And it's also been raining like every single day. So I'm pretty sure it's definitely overwatered and cooking. This is just another wet stick of some sea blue that is, I don't know, doing its thing. Honestly, my outdoor plants don't get nearly as much attention. So there's that. I got some propagations going on over here. This has looked like this for a year now, maybe, something like that. Oh, yep, look, there's slugs inside of there. No surprise, just keep eating my plants, guys. I know you have to eat too, but whatever. I love these little ferns, aren't they so cute? And then some vining plants, I don't know. I'm obviously quite weird. This is my mass cane. It's in the Dracaena family. I've had it, gosh, it was like one of my very first house plants. And then as you can see, I kind of use it to propagate wet sticks. Like when I have so many that I just stick them in here and they grow. You know, I'm pretty sure that's a, actually, I already forgot. I have no idea. So, yep. So thank you, Mr. Dracaena. You make an excellent mother to a lot of my plants. Now onto the front yard. I swear it gets better. So this is my OG Monstera deliciosa. It doesn't have nearly as many fenestrations because it was an indoor plant at the time, but I definitely didn't even know how to make a proper moss pole when I first got this plant. But I've propagated all of my other Monsteras off of this one. So yeah, I love her. This is a little pot, mixed succulents and stuff. Dogtail cactus, Haworthia. This is the dogtail cactus propagation from my original dogtail cactus that died in the winter freeze in Destin. I have, oh my gosh, I will play some videos and pictures of when this bloomed a couple weeks ago. It was magnificent. It's just so beautiful. Look at these flowers. And then I also have my little warty who used to be straight and now he's like kind of twisting around. I love the way he's twisting. It's so pretty. One of my original plants, my jade. And I just cut the head off of that and it looks like I'm having new growth right there. But look at these guys. Aren't they wild? Like, come on. Aren't they so cool? All right, and over here I have another little pot of succulents that are just kind of doing their thing. Some echeveria and some of these little variegated ones. I think these are I think this is a kalanchoe. Pretty sure, but I'll put the name of them on the screen. And then my snake plant, mother of tongues, or Sansevieria, which I'm pretty sure it's been reclassified as a Dracaena. They all used to be like this height or higher. So anything less than that has already grown in the last 3 years. So all of these are new leaves. All of these are new leaves, new leaf, new leaf. And all of those are new leaves. So this doesn't like grow as slow as everybody says it does. I'm pretty amazed by how fast it's grown, honestly. But yeah, isn't it beautiful? It's another one of my original houseplants. And then my Majesty palm, who's filling out beautifully. I had this one when I lived in Destin too. Got some new fronds coming up here. The new fronds are so interesting. They're just like sticks and then they split open. It's really beautiful. But like there's another new frond right here. Oh my gosh, I have no depth perception on the screen. That's so funny. Okay, but anyway, so those are the 2 new fronds that she has coming out. And yeah, I like her a lot. This is my new dogtail cactus because like I said, the last one died in the freeze. And you can see it's starting to split off. You can see a lot of new growth there. It's really beautiful. it's just such an interesting plant. It's not spiky. It's very soft, actually. Yeah, dogtail cactus. That's cool. Okay, anyway. Woo. And then some birds of paradise. I have these two, which I originally got one of these because I thought it had some sport variegation on it. I was wrong, and I think I over-fertilized them last time. So got some weird browning edges here, but it is sizing up. This was like, I think this was the largest leaf that I had when I first got it. So, and that was about a month ago. So it is sizing up and growing very fast. So you're welcome for the fertilizer, and I'm sorry. So yeah, bird of paradise. And then this is my cordyline. I know it's really common, but I just love how hot pink these leaves are, and I just needed one. I don't know why, just so pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? Love it. And then just some common alocasias that came home with me. Oh, uh-oh, little buddy. There you are. But they seem to be pretty happy. So just let them do their thing. Here's another interesting little wild situation I got going here. These ferns, and look at the new baby fern coming. Isn't it so cute? Oh my goodness, it's unfurling. But yep, I love these guys. This is my other bird of paradise. It's variegated. I have it in leca and outside just enjoying soaking up the sun. But yeah, aren't these leaves gorgeous? Unfortunately, the two newest leaves hardly have any variegation. And then this was a little rescue plant I got from Walmart, also have it in leca. It's an aglaonemia. It was $2, so I can't say no, but it has like these weird half moon leaves. So whatever, it just sits there. I kind of forgot about it, honestly. This was my Fatsia paper plant propagation. It was just a stick here with one leaf, and then now it's just like this cute little plant. Like, it's not huge. It's just, I don't know. It's cute, right? It's like a little mini tree. So, yep, I keep it like this. I like it like this. It doesn't need to be a giant bush. It's just like a little tree, right? Okay. Stop rolling your eyes at me. This is adorable. These are my amaryllis bulbs. I got all three of them from the same coworker 3 years in a row. I absolutely love them. So last Christmas, I had to chop it down all the way to here. There were no leaves left. And since, I've had all of this plus 7 flowers on this one, like 3 or 4 flowers on the other one, and 3 or 4 flowers on the one in the back. And I just love the tropical vibes it gives. I mean, come on, these strappy leaves are so pretty. So this is my lemon tree. I actually grew it from seed, so it has the long thorns, not like the ones that you buy at big box stores that are grafted lemon trees with the short little thorns sometimes, or no thorns at all. But yep, it has the thorns, and I grew all of these out of this exact same pot, and not because I wanted to produce any fruit, but because I kind of wanted to grow a tree and watch it grow bark. I mean, isn't that so cool? So I really enjoy watching this tree grow, and it's actually getting quite tall. And this one I've been cutting short, letting it bush out. This one I haven't really done anything with, and this one's grown really tall. And I started with 5 or 6, and just kind of been more selective as they've gotten older and which ones I like the best. This one obviously has like lighter leaves, and this one has darker leaves. I'm just kind of experimenting, I guess you could say. But yeah, I love my lemon trees. Aren't they so cool? I just love that they have thorns and bark. I have a tree with bark. That's legit, right? Anyway, and then back here I have another crocodile fern, and it sits back here because I don't want it in any direct sunlight. It doesn't look very happy, but I'll keep an eye on you. This is my Burgundy rubber tree, and I got it actually when it was only like this tall, and it's just sized up enormous. Like the size of these leaves are so big. And look at how pretty this is. The new leaves come out like that. Isn't that gorgeous? And there's 3 of them in here. Well, technically 4, but this one's cute and little. And actually, I think they were all this size when I first got them. And they size up really nicely. It really likes it out here in this bright indirect light. And then I have my Prince of Oranges. These were some rescue plants. I have one that I keep inside that's even smaller, but you can see some of the older leaves that I still have right here. They're very damaged, but all the newer leaves are so beautiful, and they come out hot pink, bright orange, and I just love their color. Syngonium growing up. The big leaves have recently perished. Oh my gosh. Look at how mature and beautiful these leaves are. I'm so sad that they're leaving us. Oh my gosh, I just noticed. What? Okay. Don't laugh, but I throw like random vines out here. This is an obliqua, or was an obliqua stem, but I planted the roots down here and you won't believe. Look at that. Wow. How amazing. See? Pays off to just throw random things into your yard and hope for the best. Oh, obliqua leaf. Okay, let's get out of the bushes. These bushes are brown because originally I had, oh, where is it? My dogtail cactus up here. I had it hanging up on the roof there, and so I think the fertilizer or something was killing that. But this is some variegated transiscanthia propagations. We'll see what happens. They had hot pink, and unfortunately the ones with the hottest pink definitely died off. And then I have my Schefflera tree that was such a cute little thing when I first got it, and now it's bushing out. Personally, I like the solid green Scheffleras. It has this umbrella leaf symmetry to it that you don't get to appreciate it when the leaves are variegated. So I prefer the solid green. Let me know what you think in the comments, if you prefer the variegated ones or if you prefer the solid green because of the symmetry. But yeah, it's so cute. And then I have my bromeliad back here. Just love her. She was actually turning green for a while until I put it here and got it some indirect light, but it's so pretty. Ooh, I need to add some water. And to water these guys, you just put water in the center, and it looks like it's dry as a bone, and it's gonna be 100 degrees outside, so I better fix that. Foxtail fern. Okay, so these things are growing everywhere around the area, and they have so much personality. They grow tall, and they're like tall, lanky ferns. They look like this, but bigger. And I'm just obsessed. They have so much personality, so I had to buy one. It was like $5 at Lowe's. And I can't wait for them to get bigger. And yep, there's just one. I couldn't help myself. But and then around here I have, oh look, this is starting to sun stress a little bit. I stick propagations out here just to see what will happen. But yeah, that's sun stressing. There's probably other succulents, yeah, right here. Other succulents around that I've forgotten about. I know there's some silver squill around here too. Obviously, golden pothos has taken over. Stuck some cuttings out here, and they are very, very, very happy. Like, look at this. Look at the madness going on down here. They're growing up the back of the wall. I love it. And then pineapple plant. What a wonderful surprise. I did not know that these flower. Oh my gosh. Look, there's another flower bud coming right about there. This is the pork and beans succulent my mom brought home from Arizona. And then this is another little cactus that my mom brought home from Arizona. Obviously she didn't like poach it. She bought it from the store, but it had flowered for me recently. It's so pretty. These are some of my sansevierias. And actually about a month ago, these center pieces didn't even exist. And I noticed that these were splitting open a little wider and this was coming up. And so yeah, those are new and I would say they're about a month old. I will put pictures in here and kind of date it for you and give you an idea of how much it's grown recently because I've been kind of documenting it and taking pictures. Over here are my cactuses. I just love the little selection in here. Aren't they so pretty? And then I could stare at this one all day long. Isn't that beautiful? And then the century plant and my prickly pear. So the top petal actually died in the freeze that was right here, but fortunately it grew a new one. And what's going on up here? Interesting. But yeah, I got 4 petals now. I'm very, very happy about that. Oh my gosh. Look at how pretty. All right. Now we can go over here and look at, oh yes, the mother of thousands or mother of millions. I honestly am going to regret bringing this home with me because, as the name suggests, it will drop its little pieces all over. Like these things just like fall off so easily. Oh, I didn't even show you. Okay. I don't even want to throw those into the grass. Okay. So these pieces, they fall off like so easily. And millions of little babies will show up all over your, all over in your potted plants. So gotta be careful with those. It's like a weed. Is that it? Okay, so that's it. So I forgot, it doesn't end there. Some obliqua rooting in water, doing its thing. Oh my gosh, this was my beautiful Dieffenbachia. It still is beautiful. And it was a huge bush, but recently it had spider mites, so it's actually out here serving its time. I haven't seen any spider mites in a while, but I'm still nervous bringing it to the front of the yard, but it's just so beautiful. I love the color. And again, this is another plant that I got that was so tiny and now it's huge. I think this was like one of the $4 plants and it just had like 2 or 3 of these stems and it's just gotten so big. But again, it was a giant bush. It still has new growth coming, so I'm not that, worried, but yeah, I was like so proud of this plant and I wish I could help it. And oh yes, I have it in this just to kind of help with the slugs, and it is helping, honestly. I have some golden pothos and sea blue I'm letting just climb up the tree over here. It helps if I show you. And a silly little frog just to keep my son from mowing over them, basically. More sea blue. I was going to let climb up the posts there, but whatever. This, oh my gosh. This is my oldest plant I've ever had. It's a little mini peace lily, and it actually flowered for me for the first time recently, and I knew immediately that was a bad sign. It was like, spread my seed, I'm gonna die soon. So, whoop. But yes, the snails and the slugs have really just destroyed it. And since putting it out here, I haven't noticed any more snails and slugs, but yeah, kind of like, I never like appreciated this plant as much because it's not like a vining philodendron or anything, but it is like, it's a plant I've had the longest. And I remember getting my first plant in 2020 or it was 2019 or 2020, and thinking like, Googling the easiest plant to keep alive. And this one has never failed until I bring it here and allow it to just get demolished by snails and slugs. So this one will deserve a proper burial. I do see a little bit of new growth happening, but even that's been munched on. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, yeah, it is what it is. Can't really do anything else other than bring it inside, and I don't bring soil in the house anymore. But okay, well, this is my Transiscanthia. Also used to be so much fuller and more beautiful, but I've noticed that some birds have been living in here recently. I keep seeing them fly in at night. And funny story, I came out here to water this one night, and a bird, literally, I was like pouring water over the top, and a bird shot out and hit the roof and then flew off into the darkness, but it scared the life out of me. Oh my gosh, I don't think I've squealed that loud. The neighbors were probably concerned, but yep. Isn't that pretty? The cicadas are so loud. So that's it for today. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you want to follow along in my plant journey with me. I could use a little help identifying some of these plants, so feel free to leave a comment down below. Love to hear what you think. Thank you for watching. See you at the next update.